So, there's a bit more Alliance content that I can show you guys here in Remix. And it starts with this here. The time to attack the Thunder King has come. A small group of Kirin awaits you near the Shadowpan garrison in Townlong Steppes. Report to Varisa Windrunner for further instructions.
Baladash, Malinor.
We must move quickly. The others have gone ahead of us, but I will brief you in the flight over.
The Pandaren are deeply concerned about the return of this Thunder King, but I am more concerned about the Horde. We can talk during the flight.
Of course she is. Now, I want to point out something here. Because of course you can do this as both Horde and Alliance, but here's a major difference I want to point out. Over here, this is Scout Captain... Oh, I didn't realize that Dragonhawk was just going to straight up attack me. I did not mean for that to happen.
I can't attack
my bad.
Target.
I just wanted to show off Elsia here. So, Elsia is the one we come into contact with the Horde, right? And you know what she does? Also, apparently these Dragonhawks are just all over the place, just wanting to immediately attack me.
I need to target something first.
Alright, I'm just going to back up. When we check in with Elsia, she doesn't mention, like, I'm concerned about the Alliance. Like, she'll be like, yeah, apparently some Alliance have gone ahead of us. But that's not their main issue or concern. That's not their focus. That's not the reason why they are very interested in what's going on over there. But of course, for Risa, I'm just going to say this right now. Elsia is going to be much more receptive to us and much nicer to us because she's going to be much more... We're going to be in a scenario that's going to help, like, basically save their lives. Elsia, from her tone, comes across very, like, thankful and grateful. Like, oh my gosh, I would have died had you not been there. Thank you so much. You saved my life. Varisa is not exactly going to have the same kind of tone in that same scenario. Just saying. There's no time to waste. Every moment we delay here gives the Sunreavers more of a hold on the Isle. Lady Jaina Proudmoore awaits us. We should not make her wait any longer. Speak to me when you're ready to depart. I'll escort you there myself.
Remember those we lost. Over 12,000 years ago, the Mogu Empire was founded by Shen, the Thunder King. He united the Mogu, conquered the other Pandaren races, and built an empire that would last for thousands of years. Legend has it that the Thunder King possessed enormous power and built himself a palatial fortress. We should be able to see it soon.
I was trying to say this earlier. I'm going to go ahead and say this again now. I really hope that they actually try and do something more with Varisa's character in terms of growth. Because to me, the fact that her character has just been stuck like this since Pandaria, even going past Legion, as far as I know, into Dragonflight, basically her character is just, you know, I love my sisters and my family, but I hate the Horde, I hate the Horde, I hate the Horde, is basically all her character has been. Outside of the stuff involving the Windrunners, which I'd like to think the fact that Illyria is going to be involved in War Within, maybe Varisa will get some more, but I would just like some actual character growth from her. You know, that she grows out of this Horde-hating mindset and actually has more to do with her character than just that, you know? It would be nice. That's all I'm saying.
Be careful who you trust.
So, of course, Jaina and the Kirin are here. You've arrived just in time. This land needs to be controlled by the Kirin for everyone's safety. This will not be an easy task. Note that she's here thinking that the entire land has to be controlled by them. Now, it makes sense why she would think that, because when you think about what's going on here, what Shen is doing, of course she wouldn't want all this to be in the possession of Shen. But let's just say why the Kirin are here and why the Sunreavers are here are for different reasons, but, you know, you can see that on my Horde playthrough as well.
Question everything. This has been the worst year of my life. Theramore destroyed, and a betrayal from within the Kirin. The lesson is clear. From here on out, I am taking the initiative. Just down the coast, the Horde is searching for a place to land their troops. They seek to defeat the Thunder King, not to protect Pandaria, but to claim his power for themselves.
No.
But this time, we're a step ahead. The Horde will find no purchase on these shores, and when the Thunder King lies beaten, the Pandaren will see that it was Alliance heroes who stood by them in their hour of need. This fight will take everything we have. I hope you are ready.
To clarify, the Horde are not here to gain this power for Garrosh. The Sun Reavers are here, including the Silver Moon Blood Elves are here, Lorthamar, are here to gain technology, yes, but not to give to Garrosh. They're here to use it to go against Garrosh. Lorthamar's mindset at this point, after the Purge of Dalaran, isn't that he wants to serve Garrosh. It's that he's intending to take over the Horde from Garrosh. He basically came here with these Sun Reavers and the Blood Elves of Silver Moon because he wants to gain the technology that's here so he can use it to overthrow Garrosh and basically take over the Horde from Garrosh. But of course, Jaina, the Kirin Tor, and the Alliance don't know about that, or probably don't even care, because they're all just one Horde. It doesn't matter. There's no difference. There's no division or anything. They're all Horde in our eyes, so it all doesn't matter. Yeah. This is why I say you gotta, see both sides of the story. Our scouting efforts along the coast have given us valuable intelligence about the island. However, we will accomplish nothing if we don't advance forward onto the mainland. I've assembled a team of our most elite aerial units to begin the attack. I'd like you to join the assault. A champion such as yourself could turn the battle in our favor at the critical moment. When you're ready to begin the attack, speak to me.
Peace is not always the answer.
The Shadowpan arrived here before we did. Actually, this is actually not important, so we won't do that.
The Alliance needs heroes like you more than ever. I've selected a landing site on the island. High ground that's easily defended. Unfortunately, the Zandalari trolls have already claimed and fortified it. They're protecting it with a powerful spirit barrier. We'll need to take it down before we can portal our troops in. Champion, I need you to lead a ground assault and shatter that barrier from within. Mount up and rendezvous with Verisa Windrunner. She is organizing the forces that will accompany you.
Open your heart to the light.
Some laugh at my concern for peace. I scoff at their lack of compassion.
Remember the lessons of the past.
There is much we can learn from these Zandalari, largely by doing what they do not.
Have a good one.
How may I help?
There is great arcane power on this island. I cannot tell if it lies in the hands of the Thunder King or in the hands of our old Sun Reaver allies. We'll find out in time. Yeah, in case you didn't, Silver Covenant, High Elves, not Blood Elves.
Hello.
We're vastly outnumbered here, but with a well-executed strategy, I believe we can succeed.
Good luck, friend.
I've grown quite interested in Mogu culture and history. I'd call it a bit more than a passing hobby.
Farewell. I am listening.
Our strategy is sound. We must not falter now, when we have so much still to gain.
Be careful.
Up here, champion! I think we have figured out a way to ward our flying mounts against the lightning, but fly in loose formation just in case. Our continued incursions into the graveyard and town below are already paying off. Neither the Mogu nor the Zandalari should be able to mount a counterattack. Do you see the central tower? Lightning strikes it continuously. We suspect the storms originate from the heart of the palace itself. The Thunder King's palace lies ahead. We must secure a foothold on the island before we can assault his fortress. The rendezvous is just up ahead. We have gathered an elite strike force. What? Anar Allah! The skies betray us! We are not safe up here! Down! Everybody down! Hold on!
Ah!
Champion, are you all right?
I'm
They were ready
fine.
for us all along. Our forces are scattered and we are on our own.
They come! To arms, me brothers! Hurl them back to the sea!
So much for the element of surprise.
You have not seen the full might of the Zandalari!
Oh, I know. By the way, in case you're wondering, that was not a
Falling
teleporting...
back! We need to press the assault before they can regroup. Follow me!
That was not a teleporting T-Rex. The Zandalari have the capability to channel Loas into powerful attacks, like a T-Rex. One thing I have learned throughout our time in Warcraft, you don't mess with trolls.
The entrance is barricaded. Break it down!
Hold the ruins! Slay them where they stand!
I need to get closer.
You're just gonna chill? Alright, fine, I'll do all the work.
Good work, hero. Let's move on.
Oh, okay, just took you a moment to recognize what I did, okay.
Crush the intruders! The barrier must not fall!
Be quick on your feet. That is no ordinary Zandalari.
I know. But really, is there such a thing as an ordinary Zandalari? Like I said, you don't mess with the trolls.
I like your style, hero.
Elsia says, you make this look easy.
I'm out of range.
I should remind myself that this is a Windrunner we're talking about, and Windrunners, well, they do tend to have this, how do I say this? The Windrunners were certainly like one of those like noble families in Quel'Tha Lost back in the day, and you can just kind of tell that Verisa is certainly not like the one immune to this, apart from her other two sisters, Sylvanas and Illyria. That there is this kind of, I don't know, arrogance to them, you know? I guess I would call it the Windrunner arrogance, because I kind of like feel it from basically all of them. But that doesn't mean, like, I dislike all of them. Like, there are times where they just have this kind of attitude where it rubs me the wrong way. And Verisa kind of shows that off quite a bit, but then again, I've already talked about my gripes with her character. Oh, that be some bad juju. That bad voodoo, man. Be looking out for that mask over there, man. You see, this is why you don't mess with trolls. Look at that. Wings, wave of light, hymn of silence.
It is too far away.
Yeah, it's taking me a little longer to kill him on this character than it did my Horde character. Zandalari forever.
The shield! It is down! We did it! Jaina was right to recommend you. You saved this mission from disaster, and saved my life.
That's the Alliance spirit for you. Unstoppable. Varisa, establish a perimeter. Modera, place the sentry wards. Narasi, begin porting in tents and supplies. Everyone, take up positions. Enemies surround us on all sides. There is no time to waste.
By the way, you're welcome, Varisa. I'm only bringing that up because if you compare it, and you can see this in the Horde playthrough, when we do this scenario with Elsie on the Horde, at the end there, she's like, "Oh my gosh, champion, I would have died out there in the swamp had you not been there. You saved my life." Like, she sounds like so relieved and thankful and grateful, realizing just how easy she would have died out there had we not been out there to save her life. And I just don't get that same kind of, you know, gratefulness from Varisa when she says that. She doesn't even thank us. She's just like, "All right, she was right to recommend you. You saved the mission and my life." And I'm just like, really? You're just gonna be like that, Varisa? Come on.
You. Question everything.
Now the Thunder King will taste the full force of the Kirin Tor. Oh, Jaina.
Magic must be controlled, or it will control you. Champion.
Shen is not even gonna notice you.
Our position on
So this is the Alliance camp.
Thanks to your courage and your will.
It's alright.
The true work.
I honestly prefer the way that the Horde one looks, just aesthetically and the way it's laid out. This one is just honestly, to me. Violet Rise over here.
The Alliance needs heroes like you more than ever.
The time has come. Our forces are well enough entrenched here so that we can risk pressing forward into the Thunder King's lair. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he'll be opening that gate anytime soon. I suppose that we'll have to make a gate of our own then. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm trying to think here.
The unworthy have not yet learned of my power. War God Al-Chukla, add my strength to my... Make a demonstration of these invaders, such that all nations tremble before me.
All will fall before us.
Shambu! Secure the inner courtyard. None should look upon my works and live.
As my Emperor wills.
I like that cutscene because it's a nice showcase of Lei Shen. And I like Lei Shen as a character.
The siege is underway, but our heavy explosives never made it to the wall. Gather up the explosives and get them to the wall while I rally the reinforcements.
Ugh.
I don't have a target.
So, throughout these scenarios, we get, on the Horde side, we get to do them with Elsia, as well as Lorthamar. Here on the Alliance side, we do it with Varisa, and I'm pretty sure Jaina as well. I like how the explosive is just this big bomb.
Press the attack!
So there's Jaina and Varisa over here.
We stand together.
Here are the explosives.
Aldiel Shala. The wall is wired up and ready to go. The honor is all yours.
Light them up.
Destroy them, my brothers!
Well done! We're through. Pull together, everyone. Press the advantage.
This way! The Zandalari are falling back! I need to target something first.
Step forward! Witness the gift of the Thunder King! I was chosen! My blood burns with his power!
I'm out of range.
Too much! The spirit cannot contain his might! You will be punished! Your life a lesson in futility! Zandalari!
By the light! What did they do to that thing?
Bar the gates! The Zandalari have failed to hold the wall.
It's dead. You're an inspiration to the Kirin Tor. Marisa, are you hurt?
It is nothing. I am fine.
You need to get back to camp. I can't lose you. Gather up the wounded. We've struck a mighty blow today. The next part of our campaign begins.
Right you are. Oh. Okay. This is amusing. And that's a portal that goes back, and they're what, just guarding it? And just, yeah. Of course, one of them waved at me like, hi! I'm like, okay.
Be careful who you trust.
With your help, we're one giant step closer to our goal.
Have you come to help the Alliance? Peace is not...
We have a plan to halt the Mogu's weapon-making capabilities, and involves the creature that you recovered from the Zandalari. Speak to me when you're ready to learn more.
Be careful who you trust. I think I have a plan to infiltrate the Thunderking's army. We'll use that creature you recovered, with a little help from the Shadow Pan. Barisa is waiting for you, champion.
Yeah, of course she
This
is.
beautiful creature you rescued is immune to the lightning strikes that protect the island. Do you think you can ride it?
I'm amused that you're calling this a beautiful creature, considering that it's part of the Horde now, but whatever.
Wonderful! Once you take to the skies, the Zandalari may come after you. Be ready to dogfight in the air. Jump from mount to mount if you have to. A Shadow Pan agent will meet you behind the mines. Good luck!
So this is a fun part. It's kind of like God of War. For those of you who have done the segments where you gotta jump from like mount to mount to mount. Or like from, I guess in God of War's case, it was from harpy to harpy to harpy. By the way, I love that visual effect that the trees have when the lightning strikes it. Look at that! That looks so cool! Again, I just love the whole lightning, aesthetic that you get to see here a lot. It's one of the reasons why I like those lightning serpents that you get, like the one that Nalak drops. They're called the Thundering Serpents, but, which I think does sound better. In fact, you understand why Lei Shen preferred to be called the Thunder King instead of the Lightning King. Ah! Just jumping from one to the next.
I need to get...
And then back to my mount. Lol. I love the look of those towers on his palace. This palace is just amazing to look at, It's like, man, no wonder Lei Shen just was like, yep, we're gonna make the coolest looking palace ever. Fools! I will show you how it is done! Did you think that you could just fly over here unnoticed? Well, you got where you were going. Too bad you're not gonna live long enough to see it. Prepare to die, intruder!
I don't have a target.
There she is. She is hopping down from way up there. Hey, Taoshi!
Wow. You sure know how to arrive in style. You have my attention. Be wary. Let's get down to business.
I already pointed this out in my Horde playthrough, but yes, that is Grey Delisle Griffin voicing Taoshi, the woman who played Azula in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I have to make sure I say The Last Airbender now at the end, because anytime I say Avatar, people may think I'm referring to the James Cameron movies. No, I am not.
My entire life for this. I prefer a swift, silent kill. Your methods have their advantages. I'm out of range.
Sorry, Taoshi, but I'm not much of a rogue.
Safe from the step lightly. We are almost to the gate. There, the slave master. Hold his attention while I undo the lock.
Hold his attention. Sure.
What is this? Another uprising?
This lock is more complicated.
And before me, you will be punished.
It is too far away.
I have it! The gates are undone! Rangers, secure the forge! Smash the gate so it cannot be closed! Lady Proudmoore, it is safe for you to enter.
You two did it! I knew the Shadow Pan would make excellent allies.
We share a common enemy, Lady Proudmoore. Nothing more.
But together, we have delivered a terrible blow to the Thunder King. Verisa, gather up everything we can find before the Mogu return. Leave nothing for the Horde to claim.
My lady, weapons of the Thunder King are an abomination. They should be destroyed.
Oh, they will be. But knowledge is power, and I will never turn down an opportunity to study something new. Thank you, Taoshi. And thank you, Hero. It will be difficult to hold the forge, but think of what we can learn here.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry if I keep comparing this to the Horde side, but I did do it first before I did this. And it's just kind of like such a difference. Like, when we do this as the Horde, Lord Thamar also wants to gather those things, but that's because he's wanting to, you know, be able to kind of like learn and copy them for himself so he can use them against Garrosh to overthrow the Horde. But he never mentions don't leave anything, at least I don't recall him making a deal about the Alliance, because he's focused on overthrowing Garrosh. He's not focused on the Alliance, you know? And I like his response as well when she's like, when Tashi's like, they should be destroyed. He's like, in time, my Pandaran friend, in time. Basically just assuring that, yo, yeah, I will destroy them, just not yet. But don't worry, I will. Dernzu.
The Alliance needs heroes like you more than ever.
What's the situation?
Zandalari warships plunder the seas around this island. They ferry in soldiers and war beasts from Zandalar to bolster Lei Shen's army. If we can capture the palace shipyard, the Thunder King's supply line will be cut off, and your foothold here will be secure. I have a plan to do just that, and it won't take an entire army.
Hero, we were just talking about you.
It does not matter. Toshi's proposal is too dangerous.
If we are to bring down the Thunder King, we must breach the shipyard. Now is the time for bold ideas.
Champion, hear me out. We strike the shipyard at night, using this magnificent beast you have tamed. Once inside, we sabotage the Zandalari ship. In the chaos, we will slip into the courtyard and open the gates from within.
I love it. Brains over brute force.
Very well, Toshi. If our champion here agrees, the mission may proceed.
Thank you, Lord Zu. I will not let you down.
Alright, so I kind of, goofed up in this the first time I did this. I'm going to try and do better this time. What I'm referring to is the smoke bombs, but you'll see.
I count 6. No, 7 guards on patrol in the sky. One of them flies higher than the others. He loops far out over the water. Alone. He is overextending. That is our in. We will neutralize him and take his route. Let's go. Just a little closer. The Zandalari are more cautious than I thought. Look down there, swarming with patrols. And their shamans have laid out a network of sentry totems. One of these smoke bombs will blind a sentry totem. Clear a path from the ship to the gate at the upper level. We will need to cross on foot. We cannot circle up here for long. Do what you can while I plan our next move.
Awaken, Hussein. The docks are your responsibility. See that none pass His Majesty's gates.
The
I need to
Thunder
get
King
closer.
wills it. It shall be done.
Our time is up. We need to get aboard that ship.
Alright, so that should be a pretty
Sabotage the
straightforward
siege weapons
path.
toward the bow. Then we will go below decks and find the captain. Easy now. Get in close and incapacitate them. There will be a very unpleasant surprise waiting for the next troll who disturbs these. Let's keep moving.
I think Shadow Step is the name of that ability that she just used. The one that teleports you behind your enemy. That's a lot of bombs. Didn't even flinch about that. Like, huh? Like in Metal Gear Solid, that would have absolutely made him go, huh? But we apparently don't have guards as alert as the ones in Metal Gear Solid, where we'll hear a what? There's the captain over there. Probably sleeping from being drunk on the rum. Why is the rum always gone? Oh. That's why.
Stowaways! Never get out of here alive.
Not as quiet as I would prefer, but it works. The courtyard gate is directly up that hill. Remember to stay clear of those sentry totems.
Alright, so we should be able to just simply follow the path I made in order to be able to actually get there.
Sounds like they found our little present.
Yep, they did. So that's definitely a path I would recommend making. Just a straight line over here to the area we need to go to.
Enough hiding, little ones.
There is no escape now. The only way out is through me.
Through you, is it? I think we can manage that.
Oh, it didn't, She says, would you prefer we go through the belly or the rib cage? For some reason, it didn't play the voice line. Also, I like that Flare was cast to reveal us. That's funny.
Finished! Strike me!
Well fought. Now, the gates, before the Thunder King's entire army comes down on us.
Rangers, shatter the hinges. Wedge the doors open. Your plan worked. The two of you accomplished the work of an army.
The fighting skills of my companion are quickly becoming legendary among the Shadowpan.
Indeed. We must get you two back to safety. Thanks to you, the Thunder King is now completely under siege.
Magic must be controlled, or it will control...
Well done. That warship won't be raining fire on us again anytime soon. Terenzu has informed me that the Shadowpan will keep vigil over Stormsea Landing, freeing up Kirin resources to press the siege elsewhere. Taoshi will be there. I'm sure that she'll be glad to work with you again. We are all grateful for your contributions. Thank you.
Peace is not always the answer.
Lei Shen found a clutch of rare storm dragon eggs early in his campaign. One, known as Nalak, was particularly brutal and killed all of its handlers, so he took it for his own. Now, Shanbu, one of Lei Shen's most loyal servants, works to resurrect the dragon. It's time for us to strike against Shanbu. Speak to me when you're ready to launch the assault.
Question everything. Speak to me when you are ready to launch the assault.
I just said that. So this next one is great.
Good. You are here.
For a couple of reasons. One of which has one of my favorite scenes in all of Pandaria. Now, I've already seen this on the Horde side. I'm curious to see this what this like this some of this is like on the Alliance side. But the end is not really going to matter which side you're on because, well, let's just say someone else takes the center stage that is not part of either faction.
My bow is at the ready. Together we will save as Lady Proudmoore. Everyone is in position and the Shadow Pan are inside. But
what?
the Horde is just across the courtyard.
Of course they are. One problem at a time, Barisa. Everyone, advance! And if anyone sees that traitor Aethys Sunreaver, save that one for me.
Lorthamar, Aethys, Elsia.
It does not matter how many you array against the Thunder King. Soon all will kneel before him.
You will kneel when you beg for my mercy, monster.
Ignore the Horde. Focus on the Zandalari guarding the door.
Notice that Lorthamar also says, one problem at a time, people. Focus on the Zandalari. It's a cool moment that they both inadvertently decide, okay, we're not going to fight each other right now when the Zandalari are a big problem.
Wield the power of the First Emperor! Destroy them!
Lady Proudmoore! More Zandalari are approaching from the docks!
They're trying to flank us. Hold this position!
Toshi, get those doors open! Champion, with me! We must press forward while your comrades cover the rear.
Sorry guys, a part of my headset actually came off for a moment. Hold on, let me fix this. Here we go. Nothing important, just the covering on the side of one of the earpieces. So note that both of the Sunreavers and the Kirin are just holding off while we, the player characters, are going to work with Terran Zoo and the Shadow Pan to stop Shanbu and Nalak, the Stormlord.
Shanbu! Again you try to create a god. When will you learn?
Who needs a god? We have the Thunder King. Trolls, make yourselves useful. I am almost finished here.
Zandalari reinforcements are coming! Yolia, we need more healing. Toshi, cover the rear.
It is too far away.
Arise, Nalek. Protect our beloved Emperor.
Face me, Shanbu! Or is the court of the Thunder King a den of cowards?
The Emperor will be most pleased when I present him with your head, Shadow Pan.
I am born of thunder!
We, of course, will face Nalek later as a world boss. Which I may have this character do before, after I do this, make this video. Just have her come here and just wait for him to spawn.
Kill him! Quickly! Finish him!
No! My Emperor! My Emperor! I have failed you!
No power of this world can trample the pure of spirit.
Lord Zhu, the Alliance, the Horde, all chaos is about to erupt out here!
Oh, my children. Toshi, hand me my weapon.
My lord, you are gravely wounded.
My weapon! Champion, with me. I want you to see this.
This is my favorite Terranzu moment right here. He just wants his weapon so he can make a point to both sides. He is bleeding, gravely wounded. He doesn't care. He has had enough of this stupid fighting and conflict between the Horde and the Alliance, and he's gonna let them know about it.
Hand over the Archmage, and I may yet allow you to walk out of here, Lorthamar!
Proudmoore! You will release my people from the Violet Hold, or I will cut you down myself!
Your people are legitimate prisoners of war! They orchestrated an attack on Darnassus, from my city!
The Sun Reavers knew nothing of Garrosh's raid on Darnassus.
Enough! There will be no more bloodshed today! I see now why your alliance and your horde cannot stop fighting. Every reprisal is itself an act of aggression, and every act of aggression triggers immediate reprisal.
I must protect my sovereign people.
Silence! You must break the cycle! It ends today. Here, the cycle ends when you, Regent Lord, and you, Lady Proudmoore, turn from one another and walk away.
Rangers, lower your weapons.
My lord!
To it!
Very well. We will stand down.
They killed my husband.
This won't bring him back. But know this, Blood Elf. There can be no peace while Hellscream is war chief of the Horde.
That is precisely why I wish to conserve our strength today. Lady?
Lord.
Gather the wounded. Withdraw to the harbor.
Everyone, regroup back at the camp. Our work here is done.
Lord Zhu!
Champion, this ceasefire may not last, but remember what you have seen today.
We must get you back to the monastery.
Shampu's monstrosity remains at the foot of the palace. It must be stopped before it wreaks havoc across Pandaria.
Yalia, take Lord Zhu to safety. Hero, it will be up to you to defeat the Storm Lord Nalak. You will have to marshal a small army. But after what I have seen today, I have faith in you. It has been a great honor to fight by your side. Thank you.
I would love to respond to Verisa there, saying, oh really, those particular specific Blood Elves are the ones who actually killed Ronan? Or was it Garrosh and some of the goblins and orcs who were loyally following him? This is what irritates me when I hear someone like Verisa or Roger say, they killed my husband. I'm like, oh really? Those specific people right there standing in front of us are the ones who did it? And I want her to be like, well, no, but they're part of the group who did. I'm like, oh really? Well then let's go find the actual people who did it. It's this generic, I'm going to put all of them into this one category when I say they. And they are a part of the group, so they are the ones who have to pay because they're right in front of me. So I can be able to make them pay, so I can take up my grief on them, and I think you get my point. But man, I love that moment from Terranzu. The way he was just like, enough. Again, the fact that he is bleeding like out as if he's going about to die, and he's like, screw that, give me my weapon, I'm gonna put a stop to this right now, because he has had to endure this conflict with the Horde and the Alliance since we got here in the Jade Forest, and he finally says, enough, no more. And I love that speech he gives.
I'm trying to think here.
You've done it. Shanbu is dead once and for all, and we've learned that Lorthamar may not be all that he seems. No kidding, Jaina.
Have you come to help the Alliance?
Huh. Alright. So we are basically done with the Alliance content here on the Isle of Thunder, and there's basically not much left I can actually show you that's Alliance-only content. The only thing that's really left is just to simply, well, it's basically just the Siege of Orgrimmar at this point. Other than any other possible scenarios, but that I could probably show you that are Alliance-specific, such as the escalation portion of the story. But yeah, that's basically it. So I think in what's going to probably be the next part, which may end up being the final part, is I'm going to show you I'm going to go through the list of scenarios and see if there's any ones that I should show you that we haven't already shown you that are Alliance specific, and then we will I will give you a rundown of the Alliance side of Siege of Orgrimmar and show you the cutscene that plays after you defeat Garrosh as a member of the Alliance, and then we'll wrap up the playthrough at that point. So stay tuned for the finale of the Alliance side of Mists of Pandaria Remix. Stay tuned.